Hello everyone, welcome to my channel English with Visali. Today we will discuss about BCA 3rd Sem General English, the Doctor's Word, written by RK Narayan, 10 marks question and answers. First question, narrate the story of Dr. Raman and Gopal, focusing on the emotional and moral conflict of the doctor. RK Narayan's short story, The Doctor's Word, revolves around a famous and honest physician, Dr. Raman, who is known for his blunt truthfulness and professional integrity. He never hides facts from his patients. He believes that a doctor's duty is to state the truth plainly, whether it comforts or hurts. His reputation for accuracy and frankness makes him one of the most respected doctors in Malgudi. The story begins with Gopal, Dr. Raman's close friend, falling dangerously ill. Gopal has been suffering from a long-term illness that has suddenly worsened. Dr. Raman visits him late at night and immediately realizes that his friend is on the verge of death. The room is filled with tension. Gopal's family members are anxious and hopeless, while Gopal himself clings to a single wish to live just long enough to complete some urgent legal papers concerning his family's property. At this crucial moment, the moral conflict of Dr. Raman begins. Professionally, his duty is to be truthful. Personally, he faces a deep emotional dilemma. When Gopal, with weak breath and trembling voice, asks him, "Do I have hope?" the doctor's mind struggles between truth and compassion. He knows that any false reassurance would go against his lifelong habit of honesty. Yet, looking at his helpless friend's face, he realizes that a harsh truth might crush Gopal's last hope and kill him instantly. After a brief inner battle, emotion wins over science. Dr. Raman lies for the first time in his life. He softly tells Gopal that there is nothing to worry about and that he will recover soon. Hearing those words, Gopal relaxes and smiles peacefully, trusting his friend completely. With renewed hope, he asks for paper and pen to complete his will and other unfinished matters. When Dr. Raman leaves the house, he tells Gopal's family the harsh truth that Gopal cannot live more than a few hours. He goes home restless, haunted by the thought that he has deceived his friend. He cannot sleep and waits anxiously for the news of Gopal's death. However, the next morning brings a miracle. Gopal survives and slowly begins to recover. Dr. Raman feels immense relief and quietly thanks God, realizing that his lie became a life-saving truth. Thus, the story beautifully highlights Dr. Raman's emotional and moral conflict. Between professional honesty and human sympathy, his one compassionate lie reveals that sometimes kindness is more powerful than truth. The incident makes him realize that a doctor's word can mean life or death, and that empathy is as essential as science in the art of healing. Here, key points. Dr. Raman is known for blunt honesty, Gopal's critical illness and last wish, the doctor's moral struggle, truth versus compassion. He lies to give hope and peace to his friend. The lie unexpectedly saves Gopal's life. Moral, humanity and kindness complete a doctor's duty. Next question. Examine how the story portrays the relationship between science and emotion through Dr. Raman's character. In the doctor's word, RK Narayan skillfully contrasts science and emotion within the character of Dr. Raman. The story shows that medicine is not only a scientific profession but also a deeply human service requiring both intellect and empathy. Dr. Raman is portrayed as a man of reason and precision. His knowledge of medical science is unquestionable and he has absolute faith in logic and observation. For years, he has been known to tell his patients the plain truth even if it hurts them. This attitude reflects his scientific discipline to observe facts, make a diagnosis, and state the result honestly. However, when faced with the illness of his dear friend Gopal, the boundaries between science and emotion blur. His scientific judgment tells him that Gopal cannot survive the night, but his emotional side, awakened by friendship and compassion, prevents him from crushing Gopal's final hope. The question that haunts him is moral as well as professional. Should a doctor always speak the scientific truth even if it kills the patient's spirit? At that moment, emotion takes the lead. The doctor decides to sacrifice scientific honesty for human comfort. His words, though medically false, give Gopal peace of mind and psychological strength to live a little longer. Ironically, the outcome shows that emotion can succeed where science fails. Gopal's recovery suggests that hope and belief can play as vital a role in healing as medicine itself. Through this contrast, Narayan conveys a profound message. Science and emotion are not enemies, they must coexist. While science gives knowledge, emotion gives meaning and compassion. Dr. Raman's final realization marks the evolution of his character from a purely scientific mind to a human doctor who understands that truth alone cannot heal without love. The ending reinforces this harmony. The doctor's false word, motivated by emotion, becomes the truest healing force. The story thus bridges the gap between the cold precision of science and the warmth of human feeling, teaching that both are essential in the practice of medicine in life itself. Here, key points. Dr. Raman represents science, his friendship awakens emotion, his decision unites truth, morally, and compassion. Hope and faith influence recovery as much as medicine. Narayan shows that effective healing requires both mind and heart. Science without empathy is incomplete. Third question. What makes this story emotionally powerful? Discuss with reference to its character, setting, and ending. The doctor's word is emotionally powerful because it deals with universal human feelings, friendship, compassion, truth, and moral struggle. RK Narayan transforms a simple medical episode into a touching study of the human heart. Characters. The emotional strength of the story lies in its lifelike characters. Dr. Raman is not a hero of action but a man of conscience. His inner battle between honesty and sympathy forms the emotional center of the story. His hesitation, guilt, and eventual relief are portrayed with subtle realism. Gopal is equally moving. Even on his deathbed, he is concerned not for himself but for his family's future. His faith in his doctor friend adds tenderness to the scene. The deep bond between the two men makes the reader feel their pain and affection. Setting. The story setting is small and intimate. Gopal's house in the town of Malgudi, the quiet night, the dim lamplight, and the tense atmosphere inside the sick room heightened the drama. Narayan's simple, realistic setting allows readers to focus on the character's emotions rather than on external events. The stillness of the night mirrors the stillness of impending death, making Dr. Raman's decision even more intense. Ending The ending gives the story its lasting emotional impact. After lying to comfort his friend, Dr. Raman spends a sleepless night haunted by guilt. But when he learns the next morning that Gopal is alive and improving, the reader feels both surprise and relief. The miracle transforms Dr. Raman's lie into an act of love and faith. The doctor silently thanks God, realizing that compassion can sometimes work miracles beyond the reach of medicine. The emotional power of the story lies in this moral irony. A lie told out of love becomes the truest expression of humanity. Narayan uses simple language and a realistic tone, but beneath it lies a deep moral lesson that kindness and empathy are as important as truth and science. Here, key points: emotional depth arises from friendship and honesty. Setting nighttime silence increases tension and sympathy. The ending converts guilt into gratitude and faith. The story shows love's victory over rigid truth. Its simplicity makes the emotion genuine and lasting. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe my channel.